Okay, g'day guys, I'm going to talk to you today about the tag tool and how to use it. So simply, if you just go up to the BIM MEP tool, you'll notice this cool little icon here. Click on it and it does a multitude of things. It'll be the savior of jobs from safety through to communication, associating cost, things you do in the office, time, everything that you need to know. So I guess here's a good example of communication issue that might happen between a job, okay? So the problem here is that the drop down over here is 100 mil, but the drop down here is 86 mil. So it could be assigned to the draftsperson. It could be on the slab recess, and the notes would be the drop down is inconsistent. Therefore bricks need to be cut. And you can say at $50 a metre, say $50 a metre. Sorry about the typing there. Okay, and essentially you can go in here and say, well, there's 3 metres there, so it's going to be $150, and it'll be an install price, not a purchase price, although there probably will be some bricks to waste. You go submit, and that's handy. On a small little job like this, it's easy to find. Yet, if we went to say a larger job, and I've filled a couple in here on a larger job, let's go and have a look. Okay, here we have a lot of information to be put in there. So it could be things like safety issues. So I actually put a safety tag in here before. And what I can do now is I can zoom in on this safety tag, and I can actually right click the safety tag and show tag info. So we've got some information in here, and it's assigned to the estimating quantity surveyor, the second floor, due to the second story, which is spelt wrong, second floor being above the working height, a scaffold would need to be erected. Please add the cost associated below. So therefore, the estimator can then go through and say, well, you can do it. It doesn't matter. Depends on what part you're playing in the job. And you can say, okay, well, there's 300 metres of scaffold. It might be $50,000. Okay. Now I've submitted that. I can close it down, and I've associated a price with it. Now, there's also another thing up here. What have we got? A tag up here. It's a safety issue. We can look at it and find out what it is, and we can communicate with people. So you might not be the person that needs to do this. So this has been assigned to the site foreman. You send it to the site foreman. You've asked him what he needs to do, and he replies, yes, I have added it to the safety plan. Okay. Now, all well and good having it in the model, but you actually need this in your takeoff, or you need it somewhere you can save it. Okay, so if I did a takeoff here, and it's such a large job, you can see there's a lot of information, especially if I turned everything on, it's very difficult to find all of the information. So you can see how big that job is. How would we go about finding safety issues or tags in this particular job? It's simple. If you just go up to the top here and click your takeoff, and it'll take a while because it's a large job. Here we go. Okay, and I go down to my tags. I now can see my safety tags and the other tags that have been added in by other people. So it's as simple as clicking a button. Now there is a lot of information here, as you can imagine. There's a lot of steel beams, and basically it's done a full estimate here. Now I just went to my site safety tag. I've got the working at heights tag in there. You can see the time that I put it in and the cost that was associated with it, and all of the comments by who needed to reply. Okay, and same down here, you'll notice, yes, I've added the site safety plan. So the information is easy to find. Now with such a large job like that, if I go back to that job, we also have a thing in here called the outliner. Now you can actually search for tags. Okay, so you can go down to your outliner. If you're not sure, if you don't have your outliner there, simply go to Windows, default tray, and you can go down and click outliner here, and it'll come up in this default tray. If you're using Sketchup 15, go to Window Outliner or Tools Outliner, I'm not sure. Okay, and when you're in the outline, you can simply just type in what you're looking for, tag. Now, this is a big model, guys. This is huge. And what it'll do, it'll go through and it'll search for tags, see everything that come up with tag. I can then open the tag up and I can see what type of tag it is. So it's an order list tag. This one here is working at heights tag. And this one here is site safety issues. And when I click on one of those, they will actually go red. Okay, they'll turn blue actually, sorry. And you can see there that it actually chose that tag for me, and I can see it there. Okay, So it's a great way to find tags, whether you're in estimating, design, or whatever it might be. You can actually figure out and find where your things are very, very quickly. If you actually set up a shortcut on your keyboard, Control Hide, you can find them as well, and it'll hide the rest of the model and just show the tag. Makes it very easy to navigate around. The tags are very important, and they can actually save you a lot of time and a lot of money by associating different products with different tags. Alright guys, I hope that helps you out. Cheers.